The story starts with two girls. One is Sister Paxton and the other is Sister Barnes. They are church nuns who go to people's houses to preach their religion. Paxton feels a little nervous because she is new to this work. On the other hand, Barnes looks very confident because she has been preaching for a long time. They walk around the whole town, but no one seems interested in listening to them. After some time, it starts to rain. They check their list of people they were supposed to visit and go to the house of a man who had previously shown interest in their message. They lock their bicycles outside and knock on the door. A man named Reed comes out. He warmly welcomes them. Paxton begins to say the speech she has memorized, but when Mr. Reed sees the rain, he invites them inside. Once inside, the girls give him their wet coats. He makes them sit in the room and goes to the kitchen. After a short while, he returns with juice and a candle. He tells them that his wife is very shy and is in the kitchen baking a blueberry pie. The girls can actually smell the pie. They say his wife should also join them. Mr. Reed says she will come soon. Then he starts asking them questions about their personal lives. They happily answer his questions. Paxton says that in her next life, she wants to be a butterfly so she can fly behind the people she loves. Suddenly, Mr. Reed starts saying strange things. He says religions were created to brainwash people. During this discussion, Barnes again asks about his wife, so Reed goes to call her. As soon as he leaves, Barnes looks closely at the burning candle and realizes that the smell of blueberry pie is not coming from the kitchen. It is coming from the candle. Before she can tell Paxton, the man comes back and tells them to come inside. He says his wife is waiting for them in another room, but before entering, Barnes makes an excuse that she received a call from the church. Reed leaves them alone for a moment. Barnes quickly tells Paxton that they need to leave immediately because she feels something is wrong with this man. They run toward the door, but then they remember that the key to their bicycles is in Barnes's coat, and Mr. Reed has their coats. They try to open the door, but it is locked. They try to contact the church using their phones, but there is no signal at all. At that moment, the electricity suddenly goes out. Now they have no choice but to look for Mr. Reed. They walk through a dark corridor and reach a room where Reed is standing. They lie to him and say they received a call from the church and need to leave immediately. Reed agrees and gives them their coats back, but the girls are surprised to find that the bicycle key is not in Barnes's pocket. It is in Paxton's pocket instead. They try to leave and ask Reed to open the main door, but he tells them the door is set on a timer and will not open until the next morning. He says there is only one way out, and that is through the back door of the house. Now the girls are scared and don't know what to do. Then Reed tells them they are lying because he knows they did not receive any call. He explains that the roof and walls of the house are made of metal, which blocks mobile signals. They realize they are trapped inside the house. Barnes, feeling frustrated, directly asks Reed which of the two doors leads outside, but Reed does not give a clear answer. Paxton tells him to call his wife so she can walk them out. Reed responds by saying they have already seen the scented candle and know that no blueberry pie is being baked. He says that even after knowing this, they still believe his wife is inside the house. He compares this to their belief in God, saying they believe because the idea was placed in their minds since childhood. Hearing this makes both girls even more frightened. Barnes gathers courage and opens both doors in the room, but both doors lead to a dark basement. Meanwhile, at the church, a man named Kennedy is about to finish his work. As he checks the daily record, he realizes that Barnes and Paxton have not returned yet. He becomes worried. Back at the house, Reed continues talking about the religions of the world. He says all religions are created by people. He tells the two girls that they are no different from salespeople who are just trying to sell their product. Then he writes belief on one door and disbelief on the other door. He challenges them to choose one door to leave. Paxton tries to go through the disbelief door, but Barnes stops her and says it doesn't matter which one they choose because he is not going to let them leave anyway. Barnes chooses the belief door and Paxton follows her. They ask Reed if he is coming with them, but he simply shuts the door. The girls enter a dark basement. There is only a table and a chair in the room. Barnes places the chair on top of the table to reach a small, high window, but as soon as they hear the sound of the door opening at the top of the stairs, they quickly put everything back in place. Barnes gives Paxton a letter opener that she secretly stole from Reed's room. She tells her that if the man tries to hurt them, she should attack him. After a while, someone comes into the basement. They think it is Reed, but it is actually a woman wearing dirty clothes. She places a pie on the table and silently bends down on the floor. At the same time, Reed speaks to the girls through speakers installed in the basement. He tells them that this woman is a prophet of God and that today they will witness a miracle. Soon, the woman begins eating the pie. Reed explains that the pie is poisoned and that she will die soon. The girls are shocked, but Reed calmly says she will come back to life. After a few moments, the woman collapses and appears to die. Reed then tells the girls to go and check her condition. Nervously, they check her pulse and breathing and become sure that she is dead. But Reed confidently says she will soon return to life and tell them what she saw in the afterlife. Suddenly, the house doorbell rings, and Reed goes upstairs to answer it. As soon as he leaves, the girls start screaming, but their voices cannot be heard outside. Outside the house, the church worker Kennedy has arrived to look for them. He asks Reed if he has seen the church girls who were supposed to visit. Reed lies and says they never came. Meanwhile, the girls notice a matchbox lying under the basement door. They decide to set the carpet on fire. hoping that the smoke will alert the churchman outside. But Mr. Kennedy apologizes for wasting Reed's time and leaves. In the basement, the girls somehow manage to reach the matchbox. However, as they come down the stairs, Paxton feels that the woman's body has slightly moved. Barnes ignores her and tries to light a match. Then suddenly, something shocking happens. The dead woman suddenly moves and begins vomiting. Then the woman tries to explain what she saw in the other world. She only manages to say that it is not real. At that moment, Reed enters the basement and takes the woman away. Reed then tells the girls that they should also kill themselves so they can see the afterlife with their own eyes. He says that only then will they get answers to all their questions. But Barnes argues with him. She says that what the woman experienced was just a hallucination caused by being close to death. While talking, she secretly signals Paxton to attack Reed. But before Paxton can do anything, Reed suddenly cuts Barnes's throat with a knife. Paxton is terrified and starts screaming for help. Reed calmly tells her not to be afraid. He says Barnes will come back to life. But when she does not wake up after some time, Reed cuts open her arm and pulls out a small metal object. He shows it to Paxton and says it is a microchip. He claims that Barnes was not a real human but a computer program, and that is why she cannot come back to life. He explains that the whole world is a lie, and that the only way to reach the real world is through death. He tries to convince Paxton to take her own life, but Paxton refuses. She says the metal object is not a microchip. It is actually a birth control implant. She says she has realized that the entire coming back to life miracle was a trick. She explains that when the churchman came to the door, and their attention was distracted, another woman secretly entered through a hidden door. That second woman replaced the first body and read the script written by Reed. Paxton then searches for the hidden door and finds another path leading to a deeper basement. Reed warns her not to go inside unless she is ready to discover the true religion, but Paxton moves forward anyway, determined to learn the truth. She climbs down into a deeper area where she finds the real dead body of the first woman. This proves her suspicion was correct. The woman truly died. At that moment, Reed locks the door behind her. Using the flashlight on her phone, Paxton continues moving forward. She finds many rooms marked with strange satanic symbols. Finally, she finds a door that is locked with the same bicycle lock. The key is in her own pocket. She unlocks it and discovers a room where many weak women are locked inside small cages. At that exact moment, Mr. Reed appears behind her and asks, "Now do you understand what the true religion really is?" Paxton tells Reed that when he left them alone earlier, he actually went outside to hide their bicycles so no one would find them. She says they thought the key had ended up in the wrong pocket by mistake, but Reed had done it on purpose. Everything was part of his plan to lead her to this place. She says she did not come here by choice. Reed carefully guided her here to prove that she is standing in this room only because he allowed it. Paxton then says she has understood what the true religion really is. It is control. It means having power over other people. Reed looks impressed and says she is absolutely right. He explains that none of the women in the cages are there by choice. According to him, their own beliefs and decisions led them to this situation. Then, to prove his point, he cuts off one woman's finger. Paxton starts crying, but as Reed comes closer while talking, she gets her chance. Using the letter opener Barnes gave her, she stabs Reed and injures him. She quickly runs away and climbs the stairs back into the house. She blocks the basement door with a table, but then she realizes that all the doors in the house are locked from the outside. She understands that the only way out is to go back down and search for another exit. As soon as she returns to the basement, Reed suddenly stabs her in the stomach. Both of them fall to the ground, badly injured. Reed tells her to pray for both of them. Paxton begins to pray. Reed slowly crawls toward her and raises his knife to kill her. Suddenly, Barnes attacks Reed from behind and kills him. It turns out she was still alive, but Barnes is too badly wounded and soon dies as well. After that, Paxton painfully crawls upstairs. She finds an air duct that leads outside and manages to escape, and that is where the story ends.